Okay, this is, we're in the Carmel forest, the Carmel range. And if you look right in front of you, you see the tip of a mountain. That is where Eliyahu, met the prophets of Baal, and that's where we're going. And right now, we're with Ishai, Abraham, and Noam Markman, and we're having tea and cookies, and I'll show you who they are. This is Ishai, Abraham on the left, Noam Markman in the middle, and of course that's Katie on the right. And Noam and Ishai are taking us up to the Ishai. Speak the name that they call that in Arabic.
Al-Mukhraka.
Al-Mukhraka. It means the place where fire came down. Mm-hmm. That's what the Arabs refer to it as, and we call it Mount Carmel. This is the entrance to the place where Elijah confronted the prophets of Baal, Al-Mukhraka.
Less crowded, Neil, than when we were here before.
This monument stands in the place where they say that Elijah had his confrontation with the prophets of Baal. And you can see at the top of the monument there's a statue of Elijah, Eliyahu. And this is actually a very important place because this is where Yahweh confronted the prophets of Baal and destroyed them. And what's really funny about it is that Eliyahu was a part of it, and at the end of it, he was afraid of Jezebel, and he fled from her, after having just witnessed Yahweh's mighty acts in destroying the prophets of Baal. And Eliyahu is a special guy. No tourist attraction would be the same without trinkets for sale. This is the Israel Valley, and you'll see it in your Bibles, the Valley of Jezreel, and it's Emek Israel, or something like it in Hebrew. Very fertile area, a lot of farming done down there. On the far side of the valley, you see Mount Tabor, and I will zoom in on it. The peak right there in the center, it's kind of faint. That is Mount Tabor. A lot of activity occurred around Mount Tabor, but Deborah was involved in a great victory at Mount Tabor. It's too hazy to see the Mediterranean Sea today, but we're facing the Mediterranean Sea right there in the distance. And it is from here that Eliyahu saw the cloud forming over the sea, and he fled, and a giant rainstorm followed immediately.
Darker, the very bottom cloud cover is basically the ocean. Yeah, you can see the wake.
This is another vantage point of the site where Eliyahu had his confrontation with the prophets of Baal. And that's an important event because it shows the power of Yahweh and the total powerlessness of any of his opponents. When Yahweh acts, no one and nothing can stop him. It would pay everyone to remember that. Even Eliyahu forgot it because he fled from Jezebel shortly after the prophets of Baal were destroyed completely. There were 400 of them and one of Eliyahu. Of course, Eliyahu had Yahweh, and the prophets of Baal had nothing. That's Ashai, Katie, and Noam in the corner there. Noam's got something over her shoulders. It's hot up here today. I don't know what the temperature is, probably 90 degrees. But she's required to not have exposed shoulders. Okay, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to zoom in on Megiddo. You're looking at the far right side of the Valley of Jezreel, or Emek Yisrael. And I'm zooming in now, and I'm going to do my best to zoom in on that site, which is very difficult. It's bright here today, and I'm having a hard time detecting the things I need to see in the camera. But you see that white spot in the sort of in the center of the screen? On the other side of that white spot is Megiddo. And I'm going to zoom in a little more. That's Megiddo. Now what happens at Megiddo? In the Bible it's called Armageddon. Armageddon, the mountain of Megiddo. This will be the last video clip from the spot where the prophets of Baal had their confrontation with Yahweh. But this is Noam Markman, who used to be Noam Abraham. This is Ishai's daughter. And Noam, I told him in this video that it's hazy today, and I wish that the pictures were better. And if they wanted to have a better view, they'd have to come up here.
They should.
Noam is a very smart person and a very special person.